He will be joined by DeAndre, Clint, Capela, and Dejounte Murray. The Hawks and Bucks will play another game next Monday night in Milwaukee. So it's odd that inside the first 50 games of the season, Atlanta then have played Milwaukee three different times. There's Eric Holiday. Once again, the matchup of the brothers. All three will probably be on the floor together at one point during the contest tonight. Capela, guys, was huge on Saturday. His best game of the season by far, 21 points and 19 rebounds. And against Brook Lopez, he'll have to be.
What's going on, everybody? John out here with you. It is Monday night, November 7th, 2022. How's everybody doing out there today? I'm going to give you your confirmed lineups for today's game for the 9-0 Bucks. On the road, it'll be Jrue Holiday, Jevon Carter, Grayson Allen, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Brook Lopez. And for the Atlanta Hawks, sitting at 6-3, head coach by name McMillan, it's Dejounte Murray, Aaron Holiday, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, and Clint Capela. So hope you guys enjoy the game today. It's not often that we'll do a lot of basketball games in the sense of it. Maybe I'll have a couple this week between Monday and Friday between the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers. But I wanted to start with the hardwood after doing a extensive World Series assignment, and we'll see how this goes tonight. For the Milwaukee Bucks, it's been a very home-heavy schedule, so they get a rare game on the road. They are 7-0 at Visitor Forum, another at State Farm Arena here tonight. So Giannis Antetokounmpo gets the ball from a Brook Lopez tip, and we are officially underway. Gets it back from Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen set up at the top of the key beautifully by Giannis. Knocks down the three-point shot. So the Bucks are on the board here early, and it's the first possession here. Dejounte Murray is going to bring it left to right across the timeline. And for Dejounte Murray, he's going to get the start. No Trae Young tonight, as this is fake there by John Collins. Giannis was in his face, and they got to go back there between Justin Holiday. I think he might have traveled off the pivot foot, or it was last touched by Milwaukee, and it's going to stay with the Atlanta Hawks. So name McMillan squad 6-3. They're 3-1 at State Farm Arena. They're 3-2 on the road, not too bad. But they're going to be losing about 28.2 points per game with Trae Young and about 9.5 assists. So we'll see how they can make that up against a Milwaukee Bucks team looking to go 10-0. They're already at a franchise record. What a block by Lopez, getting the ball back, trying to get it inside there to Clint Capela from John Collins, and Lopez says no. Allen thought about the three. He's going to dump to the left wing side for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Drives the baseline. That was a tough layup, but a toilet seated all the way around the rim and in, and Giannis makes it 5-0. So it's Grayson Allen with the three and Giannis with the two so far. Dejounte Murray might have stepped out of bounds there as he was being bothered by Jevon Carter on the right wing corner, and they turn it over. So the Hawks miss basket inside from a block from Brook Lopez and a turnover to start, and the Bucks have 5 straight. Jrue Holiday being played at full court by Dejounte Murray, and now gives inside to Giannis. Working against Clint Capela, goes back outside to Grayson Allen, gets the screen. That's going to go the other way against Giannis Antetokounmpo. He didn't have his feet set. So turnover against the Bucks. 10:36 left to go in the first quarter. John out here with you on the hardwood tonight in between the Bucks and the Hawks. Bucks trying to go 10-0. 9-0 start is the best they've ever done in franchise history. When you think about all the great players in Milwaukee, that's pretty good. John Collins over Lopez, and Giannis makes the basket. 5-2. Holiday now inside to Giannis. Going to fall away from 16, miss off the front of the rim, get his own rebound back, shoot from 14 again, and miss off the front of the rim. So Giannis, a couple of jump shots, pretty short. And now this goes to DeAndre Hunter. Crossover, trying to get inside, shoots it over Lopez. Count the foul in the basket. He's going to go to the line for an and one. So DeAndre Hunter will be going to the line for an and one. And DeAndre is one of those guys that can do a little bit of everything. And when he's at the size that he is, about 6'8", playing the small forward, he can be versatile. He can play a power forward spot. He missed the free throw. He can make the three. He can dunk it, do a little bit of everything. So good versatility there for minority owner Grant Hill. Again, you have to remember that part of it. Former Detroit Piston great. So Grayson Allen, screen there from Giannis. Extra pass. Brook Lopez is going to shoot the three from the right wing, and it wasn't too many years ago. I remember Brook Lopez couldn't hit those shots, but now he just drained it from the right wing side. As Trae Young's got all his shades on and his chains, as Dejounte Murray crossed over Jrue Holiday and made the mid-range shot. It's 8-6. Good free-flowing action here early. Screen there from Giannis Antetokounmpo. Float shot. Jrue Holiday gets his own rebound and puts it back in. So good way to fight amongst the Redwoods inside and get the basket. 10-6. DeAndre Hunter. Screen set by Clint Capela for Dejounte Murray to free him from 18, and he knocks down the mid-range jumper. Make it 10-8. Dejounte with back-to-back baskets. Jevon Carter will give it to Giannis Antetokounmpo at the Hawks logo. Going to work his way inside the paint, spin past Collins, and lay it in over Capela and Collins. Take that, says Giannis. 12-8. 8:45 left to go in the first of a fast-moving, fast-scoring first quarter right now. Clint Capela trying to get inside, jab step, trying to hook it over Brook Lopez, but all he had to do was use the long outstretched hands, and he bothered the shot. Giannis putting his head down, trying to get to the rim, and let's see if this ball is going to go the other way is the question. This is going to go the other way, so it's going to be 2 fouls against Giannis Antetokounmpo as Clint Capela was there so early. Giannis is in foul trouble, and the one thing going into this, it was a situation where Giannis was also a game-time decision. He sat out Saturday's contest with a knee issue. They were able to get that win against the Thunder to go 9-0. They're trying to go 10-0 tonight against a good Atlanta Hawks team trying to go 7-3. So this should be a good contest. Aaron Holiday against Grayson Allen. Half screen there sent by Capela. Capela trying to dump inside. He used another hook over Brook Lopez, and the outstretched hands kind of knocked it away. Holiday has it at the right wing side, being opposed there by his brother, Jrue and Aaron. As they pass it over across, this goes to Grayson Allen. He's going to shoot at the State Farm Arena logo, and he's going to can it. Grayson Allen with a long distance 3, make it 15-8. Jrue Holiday inside now to John Collins, probe step. He gets Bobby Portis to move, but he lost his dribble. Extra shot there, an extra pass fake by Hunter off the front of the rim. Portis able to save it before it goes out of bounds. Now this goes to Jevon Carter. Series of chop steps as he gets across the Hawks logo. Lopez is going to try from the left wing corner. He's going to knock it down on that side. Right wing corner, left wing corner, doesn't matter. Brook Lopez is hot right now. He's got 6 straight from beyond the arc. 18-8 as the Bucks have a 10-point lead. DeAndre Hunter going to get it at the Hawks logo. Trying to work his way inside. Hook it over Lopez, partially blocked. And then I think it went off of Hunter's foot out of bounds. So this is going to stay back with the Bucks as Jordan Nwora is going to check in for Milwaukee. And Jrue Holiday is going to sit down. So good start for the Milwaukee Bucks against a team that's pretty good in the Atlanta Hawks. Again, they lost their previous meeting, did Atlanta, against Milwaukee. And Grayson Allen hits the 3 from the left wing side. 21-8. And I'm sure that Nate McMillan's going to want a timeout. That's exactly what we're going to get right now. 7:08 left to go in the first quarter. It's all Bucks early here. 21-8 with 7:08 left. Come right back. Appreciate anyone else that jumps in between this broadcast here tonight. I will get you some further NBA scores as we go along throughout the night. I know this is an 8:15 start. There was some 7:30 starts as well. So let's just get the full scoreboard set here. So we got some scores underway here to talk about. Again, our game is 21-8. Bucks have the big time lead, 7:08 in the first. In the sense of what's underway, it's in the second quarter. It's all Thunder right now over the Pistons, 49-39. The Hornets have a 4-point lead with 8:06 left to go in the third, 60-56. It's the 71-65 lead for the Rockets over the Magic at half. Again, it's a 1-9 team against a 2-8 team, so if the Magic lose, they'll fall to 2-9, and the Rockets will be 2-9. Pelicans and Pacers, that is a 1-point game right now. Pacers are holding on to the lead. 76ers and Suns, it's all Sixers right now, 28-15, 143 in the first. So I will keep you updated as far as some of the NBA scores, some of the stuff going on in the NHL. There's only 3 games in the NHL today, so they're all underway right now. 1-1 is the score between St. Louis and Boston. Boston trying to not lose 2 straight games, especially after the Mitchell Miller debacle. That's been cleared. Calgary has a 2-1 lead over the New York Islanders, and Edmonton and Washington are scoreless 13 minutes into the first period.
Atlanta Hawks basketball is brought to you by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places. 5 Georgia outdoor games. Nothing fancy, just discounts. Get your discount at gng.com. And by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety. Drive sober.
I'll do the box score update per quarter. I guess I'll just do it like that on the YouTube side, and then I guess I will put in a trivia question on the side of it. I forgot Vince Carter is part of the play-by-play with Dominic Wilkins. They got a good side in Atlanta Hawks part of it.
I knew what I had to deal with today. Well, anyway, what do you think about the game? Well, first and foremost, this guy from the court who went to this college, who's shooting a 3-point shot well. So at this point, it's time to go over this.
Okay, I'll throw that in there. Back into the action right now. Atlanta Hawks just missed the basket, and now this goes to the Bucks. Right wing corner 3 for Grayson Allen. Gets rebounded there by DeAndre Hunter. He's going to try to go left to right across the timeline. Hunter, extra pass across, wide open, right wing side. John Collins too strong, and skied there by Bobby Portis, the man they call Crazy Eyes. Jevon Carter trying to go left wing side, gives it back to Brook Lopez. He's got the mismatch. If they want to go back inside to Brook, that's exactly what they do. He's going to have to go quick as he fades it off the front of the rim. It's short. Grayson Allen tries to tap it, and now DeAndre Hunter will find it. Hunter passes one to John Collins at the top of the key as this goes back to Dejounte Murray, right wing side. Now inside to Collins. Probe pass Portis. Fade away from 12. That was a tough basket with the chop step anyway, and DeAndre Hunter still cashed it. Carter, now to Portis. Turns, fades from 18. It was stuck off the top of the twine off of the last basket, and he just set it back to where it was supposed to be. Bobby Portis scans the 2 from about 16 as he falls away. Collins, he's going to turn and try to answer over Portis, and that's off and rebounded by Jevon Carter. Jevon Carter, again, he looks like the unusually sized point guards that you would see about 6 feet tall back in the day in the mid-90s. Knocked away from Portis, almost ran into his own man to Atlanta and DeAndre Hunter. Hunter puts his head down, gets to the rim, and shoots the Euro floater and makes it. So it's 23-14. Carter brings it across the Atlanta Hawks logo now. Hawks trying to get back into this game. Again, there's still a ton of time. 4:55 left in the first. And it's too strong for Jevon Carter off the front of the rim. And this is skied by Dejounte Murray. He's going to probe across the timeline as he's got a mismatch with Bobby Portis. He's got the speed. He misses the 3 short off the front of the rim. And Jordan Nwora is going to clean up the mess. Nwora, extra pass to Lopez. Gets a half screen. Nwora trying to work his way inside. Pass across to Allen. Pump fake. Trying to baseline across the lane. Nwora puts his head down and shoots the floater over the high glass. Gets his own rebound back. So good effort there. Now he's going to launch the 3. Miss it off the front of the rim. And this is skied by Clint Capela. So now here's a chance for Dejounte Murray to settle things down and get the Hawks closer. And Antetokounmpo has it knocked away from him. And this is going to stay with the Hawks. We're drawn out here with you. I'm watching on NBA League Pass from State Farm Arena. It's the Milwaukee Bucks and the Atlanta Hawks. Trying to go 10-0 are the Bucks. Trying to go 7-3 are the Atlanta Hawks. This is going to stay with the Hawks as they're going to trigger this one out of bounds on the sideline. Picked up now by the Hawks. This is a chance for Griffin. He missed it off the front of the rim, and I think this is going to stay with Atlanta still. So when I'm looking at my extra pieces, that's A.J. Griffin. That's on the floor right now for the Atlanta Hawks. I'm glad I did the extended depth chart because you might be emptying a little more on that bench with no Trae Young tonight. Pass across. Picked up now by Dejounte Murray at the logo. Gets a screen there from Hunter. Floater from 18, and he knocks it down. So the Atlanta Hawks are starting to make a little bit of an extended run with Giannis sitting on the bench. And now Mike Budenholzer doesn't like that. He's going to take a timeout. Come right back. 3:47 left to go in the first. Hawks making a little bit of a run. It's now 23-16 Bucks.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors or the great indoors. Welcome to the peak of premium off-roading. The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X. GMC, we are professional grade.
I am prepared to say that this could be the best pickup game of all time.
Really, bro?
For these cafes, you're the best. How's your payback? Zelle, of course. I always ask for Zelle. Great. With Zelle, the money goes straight into my bank account. And it works even if you bank somewhere different than I do. So in conclusion, you should always ask for Zelle. Oh, looks like you have some later earnings. I'll take it from the top.
Zelle, look for it in your bank account. The future is threatened, but enemies often unseen and unexpected. In the midst of an uncertain and evolving world, the need for Marines to defeat these shifting threats is critical because the need to ensure stability for our nation has never been greater. When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant: Marines.
Score low prices and great deals at Target. Get low prices on gifts.
Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to move this over on the Twitter Spaces side. We're going to stay on YouTube, obviously. I'm just trying to get a little bit of an audience here on the phone side.
He really put the emphasis on having to get up and pressure. He said, guys, these Milwaukee Bucks players are too good to sit back every single defensive pressure, every play. We need to be.
So we are at 6-3. I'll make sure I get that correct.
What do you need to see more from the Hawks on the defensive side to make the Milwaukee Bucks play at their pace?
Well, when you play great defense, you need to finish it with a rebound. You're allowing the Milwaukee Bucks to shoot the three at a high clip, who obviously their bigs can score, mostly by Giannis and of course by Portis. To finish off.
Okay. So we just switched over on the phone side. I apologize for that. We come back in from the action. Bobby Portis just drained the three. It's 26-16, and the pass goes off of one of the Bucks, and it's going to stay with the Atlanta Hawks. So I'm going to be on the YouTube side the rest of the way per usual, and I will be on the Twitter Spaces side. And we'll just try to move around between Twitter Spaces, Colorcast, Clubhouse, whatever that is through the week, just to try to get some extra pieces there if anyone wants to talk about stuff. So picked up now by Dejounte Murray, right corner side. This goes back to Hunter. That's an air ball. And Jordan Nwora picks this one up. He's going to give it to Jrue Holiday as they cross the timeline. Intercepted now. And here come the Atlanta Hawks on the fast break. Extra pass across and a slam dunk. So Jalen Johnson gets the slam dunk off of a pass and steal from Antetokounmpo. And now it's 26-18. Holiday trying to get around the traffic. Euro step. Lays it in over Okongwu and Johnson. Tough basket there for Jrue Holiday. But now it's back to a 10-point lead for the Bucks, 28-18. Floater from Murray, yes, from 14 feet. Now it's 28-20. Holiday will cross the timeline. Some of the starters are out there right now. Again, Giannis is still getting extended rest. Beautiful step through by Nwora, but he got blocked. And now this is going to be picked up by Johnson as he gives it to Dejounte Murray. Again, no Trae Young tonight, so Dejounte is going to have ball handling duties at the point. Putting his head down. Extra pass inside to Antetokounmpo. Kisses it off the glass and in. And now the Hawks are within 28-22. Here's a chance now for Holiday. Shot clock at 14 as he gives it to George Hill. George Hill being bothered by Justin Holiday. As it's picked up by Jrue. Pass left wing side for Nwora off the front of the rim. Almost saved by Ibaka and is. He needs some help though. Still hooking it in over 3 Hawks. 30-22. So Serge Ibaka's still got those ups. Picked up now by Dejounte Murray. Trying to jab step around Jrue Holiday. Pass inside, pocket pass, extra one to Antetokounmpo off the front of the rim. And now Jrue Holiday will pick this up now for the Bucks. 1:20 left to go in the first quarter. John Andre with you from State Farm Arena. Watching this one on NBA League Pass. I'm trying to give you the play-by-play. Bobby Portis draws the foul. It's a push against the Atlanta Hawks. That one's going to go against Justin Holiday. So you got Aaron Holiday at part of the point. You have Justin Holiday, and you have Jrue Holiday. So all the brothers right now, you have 2 of them on the Atlanta Hawks, and you have the main starter on the Milwaukee Bucks. Jalen Johnson picks up the foul. Here's a chance for Jrue Holiday. Gets a screen there from Bobby Portis. Extra pass outside. Jevon Carter thought about it. Serge Ibaka. This gets moved around to Bobby Portis. Top of the key 3. And Portis makes Atlanta's defense pay. They're nowhere in sight. 33-22. Bucks have an 11-point lead. 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Dejounte Murray still weaving his way through the top of the key for 3 off the front of the rim. Skied there by Bobby Portis. Nobody was going to be able to get in his way on that one. And now Jrue Holiday is going to slow it down as the shot clock is going to hit about 10 seconds now. About 35 seconds left to go in this first. Holiday, left wing side for 3. He knocks down the 3. He gets the screen. It gives him just enough space. And now it's 36-22. Dejounte Murray got a chance to bleed out most of the clock here as the Bucks, if they do get the rebound back, have about 6 seconds to shoot. 36-22 your score. Hawks down 14. Here's a chance for Aaron Holiday. Knocks down the 3 in the right wing corner. So now, 10 seconds left to go in this first. Bucks have the shot clock turned off, and they got the last possession. Either way, they're up by 11. See if they can make it more. Off of the legs. Here's has to let it go. As Dejounte Murray is going to float it from 30, and it goes just off the front of the rim. At the end of the first, it's 36-25. Bucks have the edge over the Hawks, trying to go 10-0 on the young season. Come right back. We'll start the second quarter in a moment. So we're going to pull up our box for our game real quick, just so I can give you a little bit of notes, and then also give some notes for myself.
See what I can do in these. Ooh, easy. The next gen shoe you can give me a look good. But you got to call it time. So you can call it time. I got you. Always got you. Check those out. The water. You have to say all that long. Yeah, where's the name? No, I know. Party! The Clint family.
I want you to come with me on an expedition.
Just crash landing. The world on way in a strange world. Now they must come together.
So 7 for Holiday, 9 for Allen.
unseen and unexpected. In the midst of an uncertain and evolving world, the need for Marines to defeat these shifting threats is critical because the need to ensure stability for our nation has never been greater.
Just put a couple leading scores in there for you.
You don't have to believe it. Greek gross superstition for it.
8 for Dejounte Murray.
Your local Rangers leads them out to the voter. Support your neighbor and your team with every DoorDash order. Same orders
And
every game.
6 for John Collins.
Business is your corner store. And just maybe a superstitious boost for your team. Support your neighborhood and your team with every DoorDash order.
So if you're just joining in, back into the action right now as NBA League Pass cut off about the first 30 seconds. There was a chance for Giannis. He missed out the front of the rim, and now it's going to be an and one going the other way as AJ Griffin gets the basket over Serge Ibaka. So good luck as we come back in from the break. AJ Griffin just powers that one over Serge Ibaka for a chance for an and one play to try to make it 36-28. It's been a good competitive game so far. It's been a high-scoring game at that, all things considered, with no Trae Young tonight. He was going to be a game-time decision, and so was Giannis. But again, for Giannis, how many times are you going to be able to keep him out of a game like this, especially with a chance to go 10-0? You know he wants to be a part of it, especially with Atlanta Hawks. They're a team that they expect to have to do battle with in the Eastern Conference. Good look there, good ball movement as Wes Matthews got open from the right wing side as we get a little bit of a TV zoomed in cam here. So Griffin has it now. He's going to launch the three. He's going to can it. So he made the and one basket, and then he also drained the three. 36-31. 6 straight points for AJ Griffin off the bench. So picked up now by Giannis. He's going to slowly come across the Atlanta Hawk logo. He tries to draw the foul, still makes the layup as he was probing sideline. I wasn't sure what he was going to do, and apparently Jalen Johnson wasn't either, as he makes the and-one opportunity. So there's been 3 straight baskets of 2 and-ones the hard way, and a 3-point off a nice screen by the Hawks that was set up. So chance for AJ Griffin, 6 straight points, and now Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 3 the old-fashioned hard way. He's averaging about 32.5 this season right now. So if you want to look about early season MVP, 32.5 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, Giannis Antetokounmpo is where it's at right now, right where you would expect him to be, as he knocks down the free throw. So he completes the and one. 10:44 left to go in the second quarter. Hawks are trailing 39-31. They're at home today at State Farm Arena against the Bucks. Bucks won their last matchup against Atlanta. Here's a chance for Antetokounmpo. That was a good-looking shot from 12 feet as he knocks it down. 39-33. Hawks trail by 6. Giannis slowly right to left across the timeline. He's going to tell Wes Matthews to set him an off ball. Wes Matthews is going to give it back here to Giannis on the left wing side. He's going to back down. Wes Matthews couldn't catch initially off the pass. He would have been wide open. Now he goes off glass, and he gets blocked by Antetokounmpo. Now here's a chance for Jalen Johnson. He's open on the right wing side. Giannis giving him a lot of space. And now Kongwu switched on Giannis. This goes back to Griffin. And now here's a chance. Jalen Johnson. Zip pass inside from Kongwu. And the quick springs throws it down. It's 39-35. 4-point deficit now for Atlanta. George Hill, right to left across the timeline. Shot clock down at 12. Gets a screen from Giannis. He's got it at the State Farm Arena logo. Brook Lopez, nice zip pass inside. Jevon Carter almost stepped out of bounds. Bucks got to hurry. Giannis is the bailout. What a sky and rebound by George Hill, but even better effort by the Hawks to knock it away. Try to edge even closer. They're only down 4. Griffin, he got stripped there by Jevon Carter. Jevon Carter leads the Bucks in steals. He's averaging about 2.8. Got one there. That was big time as the Bucks still holding on to a 4-point lead. 9 minutes left to go in the second. Chop steps. And Giannis, on the way down, he's going to draw the foul. So keep in mind, Giannis has 2 fouls against him, but this time he probes down the lane and draws it. Touch pass inside that they're showing on the NBA League Pass side. I'm getting the Atlanta Hawks feed here today. Any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the YouTube chat box. You can follow along at John Lanop between Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. I'm on Twitter Spaces right now on the phone side if you want clear audio. Giannis. Chance for an and one. There's going to be a little bit of substitutions here for Mike Budenholzer's squad, and I'll let you know what they are when I actually see them come across. So Giannis, you know about everything else that he can do, but the only thing you're really concerned about is if he ever develops a three-point shot as it misses off in front of the rim, he's got another free throw coming. And whether or not he can make free throws at more of a steady clip, but I mean, those are minor gripes. I'm not complaining whatsoever. What's my favorite NBA team? Martini asks me. Well, unfortunately, my man, I am from Detroit, Michigan, so I have to say Pistons, but I'm in the midst of a rebuild here for a long time. It still hasn't stopped. When you're adding pieces like Josh Smith and Blake Griffin and some of the other stuff like that, you just put yourself behind the 8 ball. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, down the line, they'll be okay, but not right now. They're still rebuilding. Good jump shot there by the Atlanta Hawks is Giannis Antetokounmpo split the pair, and now the Hawks only trail by 3. Jevon Carter pushes with the offhand, trying to get around Dejounte Murray. Screen set there by Giannis. Jevon lost his dribble. Giannis has it at the elbow from the left wing side, and the foul is going to be called against Atlanta. This will stay with Milwaukee, I believe. 8:37 left to go in the second. John Hunter with you on an NBA play-by-play here tonight. We're going to watch some stuff on the hardwood. Again, we covered all the World Series stuff last week. So start with the basketball game before we go into the NHL stuff, and then go back to basketball. I believe on Friday I'm going to be around between Golden State and Cleveland. So Brook Lopez, he's on the line actually, and he nailed the first one. So Brook's got one more coming. So for Brook Lopez over the last few seasons, you think about his ability to stretch from beyond the arc. That's definitely helped, as that was just a 3 and D without guarding. My apologies. So Brook Lopez hit the technical free throw. This still stays with the Bucks as Johnson was able to knock it away from Beauchamp, and he's going to trigger it in. Almost got it knocked away again. Giannis Antetokounmpo back to Grayson Allen. Got some of the starters in there. Lob inside of Giannis, and we'll see what the call is if it was a foul before the lob attempt. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock, and now they're going to reset it to 14. So Grayson Allen, that was pretty good on his part because he looked like he was going to lay it in the last second. You just throw it to Giannis, but again, it's Giannis. You can throw it anywhere, and it works. Do I like that the Astros won the World Series? I guess I would say if I was from Houston, I would like it, but I still had a little bit of uncomfortable feeling in the pit of my stomach. I'm not going to lie to you, but I also won't deny that the Houston Astros are a great team, and whether you like it or not, whether some of these teams are going to have to eat crow, Houston Astros will be back, and they will be relevant because they're a great organization in terms of player development as well. Jevon Carter, nice move as he separates from the left wing side. Brook Lopez able to tap it, but A.J. Griffin picks it up as this goes now to Johnson. Dejounte Murray, he gets Grayson Allen to go right by, and Jevon Carter gets the rebound amongst the Redwoods. Couple of series of hop steps, and now it's Beauchamp. Beauchamp now to Grayson Allen off the top of the rim, too strong, and this is rebound now by Johnson as he's got it. He just crosses the timeline, and he's going to go all the way back and try to set this up as Antetokounmpo is still out there. Drawing the foul was one of the Atlanta Hawks. This one's going to go against Beauchamp. He doesn't like it. But we're going to get some substitutions. John here with you, watching on the NBA League Pass feed. I got the Atlanta Hawks feed. That's the one that they gave me here today. I'm guessing you only get one feed on League Pass side, but if you do ESPN Plus with hockey, you get either team's feed. So kind of like that, but the Atlanta Hawks broadcast crew is pretty good, so I'm not really complaining. DeAndre Hunter will trigger this one in to Holiday. So Aaron Holiday's got it now. He gets around his brother Jrue. This is passed inside Jalen Johnson. Going to give this one back to Antetokounmpo. Tries to bank it off the glass. Johnson tries to save it out of midair, and this finds Jrue Holiday. Holiday across the timeline now. Probing toward the right wing side. Jordan Noir is going to cast from left wing, and that's off. as this is picked up now by DeAndre Hunter and Johnson. Johnson now from Antetokounmpo as this gets knocked away. Picked up now by the Atlanta Hawks toward the right wing side. This is Holiday trying to probe his way inside. Jalen Johnson, extra pass, and Antetokounmpo is going to have to shoot from 10, and he knocks it down. So Antetokounmpo, they made him try to take some of these jumpers from 12, from 10, and between top of the key, the right wing side. He feels comfortable, and he's knocking him down. It's 41-39 as the Hawks have fought all the way back to get in this. Come right back. You got the Bucks will win, I think. Yeah, let me know in the chat section side of it if you haven't already voted. My simple question right now is, will the Bucks go 10-0 against the Atlanta Hawks? They got a good opportunity to do so tonight. I mean, look at it in the sense of no Trae Young. And when you think of Trae Young, I want to go through my notes here in the sense of what I got at the bottom. That is 28.2 points per game. That's going to have to get made up and across the starting lineup or the bench. So it's going to be really tough to do. I appreciate you guys bouncing in between the YouTube side humbly. I'm going to go back to the ice tomorrow with Dallas Stars and Winnipeg Jets. I think we'll have another NBA assignment on Friday between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. You guys let me know if you're in the comment section. I got a few here on the YouTube side, but I don't have anybody on Twitter Spaces right now. I was using the Colorcast app, and not a lot of people are following that. But if you want to get clear audio on the phone side and maybe interact with me, it's at John Reinott. I have it in the comment box, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. John Reinott on Twitter Spaces. You can find me in there right now broadcasting if you want to get in and say a few words. I should do an NFL game on Sunday. So here's the thing, LeBron, in the sense of my coverage, yes, I should. I'm going to be honest with you, though. I don't know enough about the NFL to actually do play-by-play. I couldn't do it. I would be horrible. I can do NHL, NBA, and MLB and college affiliate stuff, but I've never done a football game. I need a lot of help, and I need someone that's a little bit of extra to work with me if I was going to do it. So I'm not going to say I'll never do one, but I just don't know enough right now, and you guys would be really bored. But I want to. That's on my bucket list. Maybe if I work with my buddy Cooper Hopkins, maybe call games with, maybe he can save me on that side of it, and I don't have to do too much. I can just kind of have fun with it. I have fun with this anyway, but at least it's a lot better when I actually know what the hell I'm talking about. Or at least think so. Let me say that. Should do a game and make a vlog. I'll have to look into that too. Holiday. Lob pass for Giannis right out of the break. 45-39. That's just too easy there when you have Giannis. So 6:30 left to go in the second quarter. I didn't see the score update on their side. I thought it was 45-39. As this goes off of an Antetokounmpo 3, it's going to bounce out of bounds and go right back to the Milwaukee Bucks. Look, I swore he made that basket, did he not? I guess 43-39. It was a 2-point game. My apologies. So, yes, it did count. It was a 2-point game coming back in from the break. So, 43-39. The Antetokounmpo 3 missed from the right corner. Gets a screen there. Does Giannis for Jrue Holiday. Frees him up for the 3. It's 45-39. So, 5 straight points for the Bucks coming out of the timeout. 6:05 left to go in the second. Here's a chance for Griffin, still off the bench here for Nate McMillan's squad, and why not? He's got 8 points in the second quarter, and he's looked really good, A.J. Griffin. So Grayson Allen is the trigger man. There's going to be a chance to be hunting at full court between his brother Aaron and Jrue. Gets it inside to Giannis. He's got it from about 10 feet, falling away. Extra pass, a little too strong there for Jordan Nwora to be able to collect, and Giannis going to turn it over. 5:45 left to go in the second. John and I are watching on the NBA League Pass feed. And again, my apologies on the YouTube side that I can't show you the broadcast of the game because otherwise our stream would be cut down in 30 seconds. Dejounte Murray going to check back in right now as they're just showing the pass. I thought Giannis had a chance over Okongwu to power to the lane, but again, he's nursing a little bit of an injury there, so you don't want to be too careful as far as Giannis. Again, they're still 9-0 in the season, trying to go 10, as that was banked in nicely by Murray, and now it's 45-43. Again, no Trae Young tonight for the Hawks, and they're trying to give the Milwaukee Bucks a pretty strong effort here. They said 6-3. The Milwaukee Bucks are 9-0. Holiday. Brook Lopez is all alone from the right wing side, and he hits another one. 3 straight threes for Brook Lopez. Make it 48-43. Now, Dejounte Murray. Screen there from John Collins. Now Jalen Johnson will give it back to him. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. It's been a good contest so far. Murray probing, now falling away from 16 off the front of the rim and rebounded there by Jrue. Jrue getting hounded full court there by his brother Aaron. Again, that never will not make me laugh. As this is picked up now, step back, gives it to Brook Lopez. Now back to Jrue. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Trying to probe inside the lane. What a behind the back look to Bobby Portis. And did it bounce off of Portis's hands? He didn't catch it. He tried to lay that one in. That was a great pass by Jrue Holiday anyway, even though it didn't really hit. So 4:40 left to go in the second quarter. It's 48-43. Bucks got the lead. Come right back. We take a media timeout. What are your guys' favorite teams? What do you think so far on the NBA season? What are you following between the NHL? College basketball just started today. I know we got a Monday Night Football game underway, so I'll give you all those scores and updates as we go along. Let me go back to the full scoreboard. So the Oklahoma City Thunder are tied with the Detroit Pistons right now, 69-69. Again, I can't always cover the home team, so I'm not doing that today. I wanted to take another look at a NBA assignment. That's why we're going to go with the Hawks and Bucks tonight. Wizards trying to hold off the Hornets. 4:24 left to go in the fourth. It's 92-87. Wizards got the lead. Rockets up 95-83 over the Magic. Pacers got a 69-64 lead over the Pels, 9:26 in the third. It is all Sixers right now over the Suns, 54-40. Again, James Harden, I believe, isn't he going to miss about a month of action? So Sixers need to get things going. That'd be a big win against the Suns if they can get it. 49-43 in our game, as we said, we're in commercial break. Tied at 28 are the Heat and the Trailblazers. Trailblazers are trying to go to 7-3, and the Raptors have a 13-8 lead is really just underway in between the United Center, between the Raptors and Bulls. Upcoming later, Celtics Grizz, Knicks Timberwolves, Nuggets Spurs, Nets Mavs, Kings Warriors, Lakers Jazz, and the 10:30 game on NBA TV is Cavs Clips. So fully loaded night in the NBA. And that's going to mean because of fully loaded night in the NBA, there is not a lot going on in the NHL this evening. 1-1 tie after 2 between St. Louis and Boston. 3-1 Calgary has the lead over the Islanders. They really need to rebound after going, 0-4-1 in their last 5 at the Saddle Dome. So they got a long road stand-up coming. Good start there, 3-1 lead to start the third over the Islanders. And Washington's got a 1-0 lead over Edmonton after the first. You like the Wizards, Martini? That's not too bad. You got to feel good with Kristaps Porzingis. I know Bradley Beal's not playing tonight. So back underneath the action right now, it's Hawks ball. We got about 4:30 left to go in the first half. Pass inside for John Collins. It's picked up by Capela. It bounced off his hands. It got partially blocked, and now here come the Bucks. Fast break opportunity. Wes Matthews all alone. Left corner 3. Nothing but bottoms for Wes Matthews. So good defense there by the Bucks turns into a 3 off the fast break. It's 52-43. Picked up now by Dejounte Murray. Gets a screen there by Clint Capela. Dejounte going to cast from 14. He's going to knock it down. 52-45 is the scores. We hit the 4-minute marker in the first half. Holiday trying to get around his brother Aaron here as the Bucks have the ball. Picked up now by Grayson Allen, right wing side. Screen there by Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis open, and now he has to get picked up by DeAndre Hunter. And we'll see what the call is going to be. I think this is going to go against the Hawks and DeAndre. That might be his third, and that could be a dangerous situation here early because this is another guy that's dependent on to do a little bit of everything. Giannis is going to check back in. He sat most of the first, he sat a lot of the second, so they are monitoring his minutes right now. Just off of a little bit of an injury there, but they're not afraid to throw lobs either like they did in this game. So who knows? Grayson Allen, as we get the overhead cam, back pass inside to Giannis Antetokounmpo, got knocked away by Atlanta. It's going to stay with Milwaukee. 2.8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. John Hunter with it from State Farm Arena, watching on the NBA League Pass side. 3:38 left to go in the half. It's 52-45. The road team Bucks have the lead over the Hawks, trying to go 10-0. Lob pass. Extra kick pass from Giannis to Matthews. That was actually a really good pass that caught the Atlanta Hawks off guard, but Wes Matthews didn't hit rim. He hit all backboard. That's a turnover. 52-45. It's Hawks ball. As Dejounte Murray gets across the timeline, now being worked by Matthews. Going to pass to Collins. He's going to shoot from 14. It bounces all the way around the rim and out. And Giannis gets the rebound. He's going to take his time. Now try to probe inside. Extra pass to Jrue Holiday. Great screen from Giannis. And skied there by Clint Capela. Now it's Dejounte Murray's ball. Murray, he's got it at the State Farm logo, trying to get around Matthews. Trying to hook it baseline. And a foul is going to be called against Milwaukee. It's going to stay here. Again, the one thing I would say, this has nothing to do with the game here, but as far as the League Pass feed, you would appreciate if they would do better than 720p, and you would also appreciate, again, this is from NBA 2K23 Championship Edition, so that's $150 all the way, but again, League Pass is $150 in the sense, but you'd appreciate they would do at least 1080p and not be as choppy, because ESPN Plus is not choppy, but NBA League Pass certainly is. Or maybe that's just the app that they use on the 4K Fire Stick. So Giannis, this gets picked up now by Bobby Portis as his outstretched hands. Again, he can reach for days. Made a problem there. Portis steps into a three there from a Giannis pass, and this is skied by Clint Capela. Now DeAndre Hunter going to shoot a right wing three off the front of the rim, and Giannis gets another rebound. That's his third straight since coming off the bench. Jevon Carter left wing side. Gives it back there from Bobby Portis. Jevon open from 12 feet. He knocks it down. It was a great-looking screen. He gave him all the space he needed. 54-45. 2:20 left to go in the second quarter. Dejounte Murray, off ball, is going to negate the basket. It's going to stay with the Atlanta Hawks. 2:22 left to go in the first half. So Wes Matthews picks up his second foul. It's going to chance be some substitutions again, and why not A.J. Griffin? Because he's been really good. DeAndre Hunter, I think, with 3 fouls. Nate McMillan is going to make sure that he sits down, doesn't pick up a fourth. A.J. Griffin, 8 points, 3 rebounds, just off the bench in limited time and minutes. He's been very effective. Hawks down 9, 54-45. They got the ball now. Murray, he got bumped in the back, no call, and then an arbitrary turnover there by the Hawks. And then Clint Capela was guilty of it. It bounces off of Jrue Holiday's foot. This could be a fast break. John Collins down the lane. Jevon Carter didn't want any part of that poster. Long outlet pass for Giannis with the outstretched arms. Giannis kind of cherry-picked near half court. He caught the ball with those long arms and laid it right in. It only took about 2 steps because it is Giannis. Dejounte Murray, he was open from a screen from Clint Capela from the top of the key for 3, and he rattles it home. It's 56-50. This has been an entertaining contest so far, and good for me because the last 2 assignments that I've done on the NBA side, although it's been a while, have been absolute snoozers and blowouts. This one's been pretty competitive so far. Jrue Holiday, this is off the front of the rim on the left wing 3, and this is picked up by the Hawks. They're going to try to cut down this 6-point deficit. Dejounte Murray got it partially blocked by Carter. Wow. And this is going to stay here with the Hawks. So all of his 6 feet, he used all of his length there to get the contest on a guy that was at least 4 inches taller than him. So love the defensive effort. Pass inside is Carter, almost pushed. DeAndre Murray past the half-court line, picked up now by Griffin. Spins around Matthews, shoots from 14. Wow, what a move there by A.J. Griffin. He's looked good off the bench. You're going to have to familiarize myself with this kid because he's been excellent. 56-52. 50 seconds left to go in the first half. Holiday gets a screen from Giannis. Giannis putting his head down, trying to get around Capela. Hooks it short. Clint gets the rebound. And now Dejounte Murray trying to cut even more into this deficit. Extra pass, Griffin. And now here's a chance for Aaron Holiday off the front of the rim, trying to get saved there by Clint Capela. It bounced off John Collins, and now it got picked up by Wes Matthews. Jevon Carter left wing side. Probing. He holds that L2 to back up the ball if you play NBA 2K. And now this goes back to Hawks side. Screen there from Giannis. Layup inside, short. That was a good look there for Giannis. Are they going to call a goaltend or are they going to call a foul? Is the question. Hey, McMillan, number 2, please. I think this will stay with the Milwaukee Bucks. All the fans can't believe it right now. Again, they had to call something immediately because the way everybody reacted. And I don't know, honestly, everybody, what to tell you as far as if that should be called a foul, because I don't think it should be. Trae Young is a little bit upset about it. Again, he's got some interesting clothes going on. I guess you kind of take that for what it is on the NBA 2K23 side. That's everybody wants to make a fashion statement when you dress like that. So Giannis Antetokounmpo makes the first free throw. So both teams in the bonus with 18 seconds left to go. So it will be Hawks' last possession unless there's a rebound miss and picked back up by the Bucks. They're going to try to make it 58-52. Are the Bucks if Giannis can make another free throw. Brook Lopez just checked in for Mike Budenholzer's squad. Giannis getting ready for the second free throw. As it's up, it's good. He nails them both. He's 3 for 4 at the line right now, early in the first half. 14 seconds left to go in our game in the first half. 58-52, poked away almost from Murray from Carter. Murray needs to buy space off the front of the rim. He's going to get it back. He's got to shoot it. He gets it off in time. It's off the front of the rim. And at the end of the first half, the Milwaukee Bucks up 6, 58-52. It's been a good contest so far. Hope you guys come back for the second half. And complete game coverage will follow. hopefulsportsguy.wordpress.com. But I will talk to you shortly here when we start the official action again in the second half on the recorder side. And we'll stick around on the YouTube side. How you doing, Marpool? What's going on? I appreciate you always checking in with me with these live streams. I'm just doing some hardwood action today between the Hawks and the Bucks before we step back to the ice tomorrow between the Jets and the Stars. So it was fun to cover the World Series, but now I'm getting back into my initial assignments. So I am going to pull up our box from our game, and then I'll give you some stats across the board right now. So the one cool thing, I don't know if I know I said this before, but I don't know exactly who was in here from before when we last did a basketball assignment. Just fixed my LED lights finally. That's always nice. What are you working with right now as far as your LED lights? Like stuff outside, stuff for streaming, whatever you want to do? So the one thing on the League Pass side that I can get to watch and relay to you, they're doing a half-court shot for money, and this dude almost banked it off the front of the rim. I don't know how many shots he gets, and that's just the one. That was pretty cool. He hit the backboard. He got pretty close there. So the Atlanta Hawks won that second quarter 22-27. And I'm going to make a note on this side that was first quarter, and I'll give you an updated one here for the second. So leading scorer, again, if I asked you who was the Bucks leading scorer in the box, who would you say? You can guess it. I'll put this as half because it'll make more sense in the notes. So 14 points. Let me get the name in there as well. These 14 points, 5 rebounds. It's a good game so far for Grayson Allen as well. I'm going to pull up some stuff for the Hawks here. So Dejounte Murray. Let's get this here. He's got 13. And I'm going to have to really do a little bit of extended right there when we get to the story on AJ Griffin, because 10 points off the bench and 4 or 6 shooting. That's not too bad. Hope that this makes sense when I type this in there right now. History buff. I like that. The Cardinals may go for Wilson Contreras. Yeah, Wilson Contreras is pretty good. He's a guy that don't imagine will stay with the Chicago Cubs because you want to be able to try to win something. You can't stay on the same team all year. So I think that's a good look probably to get, especially with Yachty and Pujols out. So yeah, I definitely think that would be a good pickup for them to get. I'll give you an updated scores here in a second. So let's do this right now. We updated our game. I'm going to go ahead to the full scoreboard here. As we're sitting in half, again, I'm watching the Atlanta Hawks halftime. There is a lot of pageantry right now with the instruments. Don't know if I think this is the best halftime thing I've ever watched, but the fact that you're able to actually do this on a national stage would be very, very cool to do. So I would never talk any junk about it. So at the end of 3, they took away a Piston point there, so it must have been a foot on the line. But at the end of the 3, 85-82, the Thunder have the lead over the Pistons. 9:07 left to go in the 4th. It's Rockets 106, Magic 100. Pacers got a 90-81 lead over the Pelicans with 4:07 in the 3rd. Halftime, it's the Sixers having the lead over the Suns 56-47. They need to get a big win under their belt. Heat have the lead over the Trailblazers 52-45. Trailblazers trying to go to 7-3 on the season. Heat trying to work their way back to 500. If they win, they'll be 5-6. At the end of 1, the Bulls have a 30-27 lead over the Raptors. In the first, we're deep in the first. The Celtics just take a 22-20 lead over the Memphis Grizzlies. A 6-3, 7-3 team. Maybe that's a game that I should have also done as well. And it's going to be Knicks, Timberwolves, everything else a little bit later. We put all those. We have one final to tell you about. The Wizards got the win over the Hornets, 108-100. They improved to 5-6 on the season. Our other scoring updates, again, we just have 3 hockey games to tell you about. Still 1-1, 12:06 up to go in the 3rd between the St. Louis Blues and the Boston Bruins. The Blues have lost, I believe, 7 in a row now. They're 3-7 or 3-6 at least. They have a 6 or 7 game losing streak. little over 9 minutes left to go in the third. Calgary had a 3-1 lead. It's now 3-2. So hopefully Cooper Hopkins can actually get a win. And now it's 3-3. So, oh boy. Hopefully he doesn't text me during this broadcast side of it. That's not good. And Washington's got a 2-0 lead over Edmonton. So teams in the Pacific right now are in danger. And again, if I'm Calgary and I had a 3-1 lead over New York and then it's 3-3 just in a drop of a hat, you wonder what the turnovers were and what gone wrong. So here's the thing with the Blues that you can say from a few years ago. I'm going to flip this game really quick. We're going to go right back to our featured game. First one we'll have. So I'm going to come right back. But here's the thing I would say about the Blues. Remember 3-4 years ago, they were worst in January, and then they won the Stanley Cup. So Mariupol in the position to talk about the Blues. I don't disagree with you that it's a bad start, but I also don't think that they can rebuild. I think they need Ryan O'Reilly, who has 1 point on the season, to do something. He's their captain. I mean, I understand he's getting a little bit long in the tooth, but they cannot have a situation where Ryan O'Reilly has no points. You can't have just Vladimir Tarasenko being the only guy doing anything. And Jordan Kyrou and Robert Thomas were expected to do more. They just got those big paydays. And that's what hurts when you don't have the production that you'd expect. I know next week I'll be getting back into some college basketball. I'll maybe do some college hockey as well, depending on what's available. Ravens got a 7-0 lead over the Saints. Again, you don't want to know what I did in the football pools today. Luckily, on my side, I only do picks against the spread. At least the stats reset at the halfway point. I need it because I think I'm going to be like 2 of 9 or whatever, however many games there are. That is awful this week. After going 7-7 and 9-4, and the last 2 of us did okay. I've not done well this week at all. I was absolutely terrible. I'm going to turn this on for just 1 minute. Again, there's so many college basketball games actually to go deep in the annals here to find what I'm looking for. I just want to look on the Flames side real quick. I know we're not doing a hockey game. So this one's tied 3-3 with 7:20 left to go in the third. And I could either get a very angry Cooper Hopkins or I get one that's pretty happy on the side of it, because I think we might do the Thursday broadcast. And if I can't get on there for Thursday, we'll definitely try to do the Saturday one. And I don't know where the puck is right now, but it's right underneath Markstrom, 7:06 in the third, and it's tied at 3. So the New York Islanders, again, they're no joke. The New York Islanders are no joke in the sense of they had a 5-game win streak going. The Red Wings were able to get big wins over the Islanders and the Rangers, and now they're going to get right back on track. The Metropolitan's very competitive.
Do you need time to pass? Banners,
Hopefully it'll clear up a little bit. That's because I was probably pulling up another feed, so I hope that fixes itself. Hockey's kind of my passion project. Well, I know it started with the NBA because I thought the easiest thing to broadcast was NBA because it's fast moving and all that. So it makes sense. When I had my class at Oakland University, that's Rogers Girls, Michigan, so not like the Oklahoma side or anything, but I worked in a class with Mark Champion, who used to do the Detroit Lions play-by-play, and then did the Pistons play-by-play. And when I was in his class, one of our first assignments was actually to do a play-by-play side of it. He was telling me that, I'm a little bit rough around the edges, but if I can keep at it, if you enjoy doing it, then continue to work on it. Just pursue what you like doing. And it just turned out to be, after COVID and all that stuff, when we all lost our jobs from covering high school sports at the local Oakland Press, I stuck with the YouTube side of it, calling some games and trying to have fun with it. So And it ended up being like this, and I enjoyed it. Then I started working on NHL stuff. I started working on baseball stuff, and I've gotten those under my belt now instead of just doing all NBA games. So I feel good about that. But I know some of you guys have mentioned that you want to see me do some NFL stuff. I have to do a lot of brushing up on that side if that's going to happen. We are going to go back to our game, and I'm going to make sure that I check this box to make sure that it's actually going to be available because I'm thinking I'm going to spin between a couple of games right now as we're waiting at the half. I think we've still got another couple minutes here. We'll have to see if my alma mater got a win, actually. I know Oakland University was underway. They're not playing anybody really tonight. I think it was like Alliance or some other small school that I never heard of. I might have to do an Oakland basketball game. I know they wouldn't get a lot of anything on YouTube, but it'd be fun for me to actually do the broadcast in my own school. Again, now with ESPN Plus and all that stuff available, it gives a chance to actually cover some other sports I normally wouldn't otherwise get to. So I'm just flipping in between right now as we're waiting for our game. Kyle Palmieri has the puck here for the Islanders. And this is picked up. It was by Brock Nelson down to Anders Lee. Nelson gets this one to Pollock. So you got Pollock and Pellick for the New York Islanders. It's a really good defensive side. Markstrom makes a huge save as this goes down near the left faceoff dot. So it's like 5 minutes left to go in the third, and it's tied at 3. The Calgary Flames are out shooting the Islanders 40-27. And this looks like the Islanders are all over them right now as Matthew Barzal just missed the net. Dylan Dubé will get this out to Nazem Kadri, and now they're skating off sides. So, yeah, Calgary's looking a little bit out of sorts here, and the crowd is alive and well. Okay, we're going to get back to our action now. I'm just flipping through the game. All right, I appreciate it. So we're back in the official action right now. Clint Capela has just tipped the ball on. It's 58-54 in between the Bucks and the Hawks. As there's a chance for Grayson Allen and now Giannis Antetokounmpo at the top of the key. Lob for Lopez. And he gets the basket. 60-54 now. 11-10 left to go in the third quarter. We're just underway in the second half. Atlanta Hawks, they won that second quarter 27-22. Casper Collins knocks down the three. 60-57. So you wanted a competitive basketball game, and that's what I wanted over the last couple times I did in the South. I'm getting it right now. As it's within 3. Giannis has on the left wing side back down Capela. Lopez gets the man to jump. Grayson Allen goes back to Giannis. He's going to fade from 12 off the front of the rim. And it's going to get rebounded by Capela. Now Dejounte Murray. He's got it on the right wing side as Holiday is in his face. Again, no Trae Young tonight. And an off-ball screen is going to negate the 2. This one's going to go against John Collins. He's got his hands in the air. He can't believe it, but this will stay with the Bucks. And the 2-pointer was not going to count. So how do you feel right now between these two teams? If you're the Bucks, you're 9-0. If you're the Hawks, you're 6-3. I feel like you have to have a good start, good steal there by Holiday. And Collins tried to slam it down, but he had to double clutch in midair. He did draw the foul, so the Atlanta Hawks should be going to the line to shoot 2. Jevon Carter is going to pick up the foul. Jevon Carter, I'm not going to say Muggsy Bogues because he is 6 feet tall, He made a great job just to try to get in the way to stop Collins from dunking that one down. And he did. At least he made him double clutch. Didn't take the legs out from underneath him, but he had to get to where he could just to make sure he could make him shoot 2 free throws instead and get an easy dunk. So 60 to 58 is Collins. He's going to go to the line to shoot one more as you get a commercial and commercial side. So hopefully the box doesn't stay too short for that long. And those are pretty nifty now, the way that goes. Way to get more ads in while you still have the game going on. So Giannis, that was almost stolen there by Dejounte Murray and Aaron Holiday as they're playing full court. And now Giannis slowly left right across the timeline, give to Grayson Allen, pump fake. He's got on the right wing side, screen. Now he's open right wing side. Giannis got him open all day. He gets the rebound. A loose ball foul is going to be called against Giannis for some reason. 60 to 59. It's the first for the Greek Freak, and not something that I thought I would have said or saw, as you have most of the fans right now. There's a lot of empty seats right now. They got to get back in there and watch this game because it's actually been a good one. It's been a competitive one at that. DeAndre Hunter, Aaron Holiday, probing, gets blocked by Lopez. It could not be saved. Did it get last touched by Lopez? He's got his hands over his head, so I'm assuming that's the case. So 9 seconds left to go in this third quarter, or shot clock, I should say. 9:53 left to go in the third quarter. Holiday will be the trigger man, sideline out of bounds. You need some help, and they're going to have to call timeout. Nate McMillan doesn't want to turn this over, and now they're going to say off-ball foul. So Hunter got a piece of Holiday as they got tangled up trying to get separation to get the ball. It's a third foul on Jrue Holiday. So this is a development here for 3 fouls against Jrue. Again, you get 6 in the NBA, 19 fouls for the Bucks. Off-ball foul. John Collins makes the free throw. It ties the game at 60. 9:53 left to go in the third quarter. Johnny with you from State Farm Arena. It's the Bucks and the Hawks. Bucks trying to go 10-0. Hawks trying to go 7-3. Holiday still looking to be the trigger man. Finally gets it in now as Clint Capela will get this into Collins. Hunter puts his head down. And now what's the foul going to be called? Push off Hunter? If that is, that's his 4th. And this has been a little sloppy here. Just a few minutes in the third quarter, although the score, yeah, that was a push-off. He got Holiday, but I think Holiday, a little bit of a good acting job on his part. He is a double-digit NBA veteran, so you would expect him to be able to know all the tricks of the trade. Still, it's Bucks ball. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo on the right side, picked up now by Grayson Allen. He's going to go right down the lane. He's going to get swatted by Clint Capela. And now the Hawks trying to go off a fast break, and I think Jevon Carter was trying to sweep the leg there and draw the foul. So this has been some back and forth sloppy action, but that Clint Capela block on Grayson Allen, that was picturesque. That was a chef's kiss as he nailed that right off the backboard. So tied at 60, 9:30 left to go in the third quarter. John here with you. Clint Capela has it on the right wing side. We'll give to Dejounte Murray. Murray, series of chop steps. He's going to shoot from 14. He destroyed Jevon Carter to Clint Capela off the screen. And now the Hawks have the lead. It's their first lead of this contest. And Mike Budenholzer is going to let them play through it right now. Holiday, Lopez, right corner 3. That was his first miss from distance. He's now 3 of 4. Here come the Hawks trying to build on a 2-point lead. Here's a chance for DeAndre Hunter putting his head down. He drew the foul. 9 minutes left to go in the third. This is going to go against Brook Lopez. That's his second. 62-60, and Mike Budenholzer said he pushed off. He was kicking the knee out in front. If I try to kick anything, you'd probably see me break my TV there. I don't want to mess up the C1 because they got that on closeout discount. I'd be a little bit sad, even though it's still 720p. You got a 4K TV, but you can only watch stuff in 720. That's the life. So 63-60. As this is a chance for DeAndre Hunter. He knocks down the free throw. Nate McMillan, we're going to get some full sale line changes here. And we are going to take a media timeout. We got one more free throw coming when we come right back. The Hawks are going to try to take a 4-point lead at 63-60 right now.
Introducing the GMC Denali Edition 1 with LG battery technology for up to a GM estimated 400 miles of range on full charge. Potential this powerful is why it's the Denali of EVs.
The future is threatened, but enemies often unseen and unexpected. In the midst of an uncertain and evolving world, the need for Marines to defeat these shifting threats is critical because the need to ensure stability for our nation has never been greater. When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant: Marines.
I appreciate you guys hanging out on the YouTube side here tonight. It's not been very active on the Twitter Spaces side, but again, I was bouncing between Clarkcast and Twitter Spaces. Not always people doing game broadcasts on Twitter Spaces. More about crypto and love and all these other interests. So I don't know why that is, but I guess it's anything popular to try to get your name out there. You just lie about what you're broadcasting.
I don't know, but they probably want you to know when you ask for Zelle, the money goes straight to your bank account.
Oh, and that it works even if you bank somewhere different than maybe.
Whoever got you that is really good.
Wherever they are. Thank you.
It wasn't us. Zelle, look forward to your bank account.
So we're in a little bit of a game break right now. The Hawks are going to try to take a 4-point lead right now.
Election day is tomorrow. Make sure you have a game plan to vote. Visit NBA.com/elections. Get in the game and vote. Bob, Nick, Vince, Lauren, all back with you here at State Farm Arena. The Hawks have come all the way back from 14 down, now lead by 3 at 63-60.
So the Hawks were trailing by 14 points. They're up by 3 right now, and then they got one more free throw coming here. As Nate McMillan was going to be able to take a timeout here just to get things situated. 63-60 is the score. It is going to be DeAndre Hunter. He made the first free throw, and then we went to a break. He's going to come right back, try to knock this one down. Try to give the Hawks a 4-point lead after they were down by as much as 13. But that is the wild swings of the NBA game that you have right now. It's always a game of momentum and back and forth. So now the Bucks have it. Giannis putting his head down. He's going to draw the foul. This could be before the shot. It's going to be the second on Clint Capela with 8:56 left to go in the third quarter. Again, John and I with you from State Farm Arena. Again, this is still early in the NBA season right now. Bucks trying to go 10-0. Their franchise record 9-0. Triggerman is Grayson Allen as he gives this one to Jrue Holiday. Holiday trying to get around Clint Capela. And Giannis gets an easy dunk as he was bothered with Clint Capela with Jrue Holiday on the penetration. And that left Giannis with the easy jam. 64-60. 8:35 left to go in the third. Collins will give this one to Dejounte Murray. He wants an isolation, and now he wants Clint Capela to set that screen. Dejounte Murray tried to lay it in as this was blocked by Brook Lopez. Jevon Carter tries to save it, and the Hawks will get a piece of him before they can start anything on the fast break. So this will be Milwaukee Bucks basketball. They have a chance to tie this game one more time. But again, it is the Atlanta Hawks. Since the second and third quarter, it's been all Hawks. After the Bucks had raced out to like a 22-8 lead, it's now 64-62 Hawks. 8:15 left to go in the third quarter. Holiday has it at 18. Giannis falls down. We're going to see if they're going to count this basket because he got tangled up in the middle of the screen. I haven't seen whether or not it's going to count yet. So Holiday with a screen there from Giannis, and Aaron Holiday was the one that got a piece of Giannis. So it's going to have Giannis at the line. The Jrue Holiday basket will not count, but Giannis has a chance to tie the game if he can make both free throws at 64. I think the refs might also be going to the scorers table and challenge. And I don't blame them because, I mean, it's a situation where you're undercutting Giannis a little bit, and Jrue Holiday had a wide open basket that he made. So they want to make sure, I think Mike Budenholzer on that side, to go ahead and check this. They got the tablets out right there on the replay center. And again, from a few years ago, you think about between Major League Baseball, NBA, everything else, they have the cameras, they have the actual calls. You never used to know what these referees are going to actually call, but now there's never any surprises. So it's a little bit different there, but it's probably something that's very expected and it's something that the fans really like, I think, imagine, because you get a definitive call and there aren't any guesses anymore. So looking in right now are the refs. This might take a little while here. So I can go ahead and get you a little bit of a score reset. Again, on the NHL side, there's only 3 games. It's Boston with a 3-1 lead over St. Louis. They're in danger of dropping, I think, 8 straight now. They're going to because 26 seconds left. So Boston loses to the Toronto Maple Leafs on Saturday, and then they come back and they beat the Bruins after the Mitchell Miller situation. And then 3-3 is the score in between Calgary and the New York Islanders. So Calgary, if they don't get this one, they'll at least get a point as it's in OT. And Washington has a 3-1 lead over the Edmonton Oilers. So we will see what goes on with this official call right now. Is it still 64? They're not counting the basket. They're going to go back to the initial call that Giannis is going to just go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. So I will make sure that I keep you updated as far as any other thing across the overtime that goes final. On the hockey side, as Giannis makes the and one at 65-64. So what ended up happening, I guess, is they counted the Holiday basket and then Giannis got tangled up. So it was a 3-point play. So Holiday's basket counted. Giannis made his free throw. Both teams are 6 of 7 from the free throw line. And now the Hawks will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 because they're already in the bonus with 8:12 left to go in the third. So this could be a very long third quarter as Aaron Holiday will step to the line to shoot 2. So the Boston Bruins went final with the St. Louis Blues. Blues now lost 7 in a row. 3-1. Bruins get the win. Jevon Carter. Extra pass now to Jrue Holiday at the top of the key. Holiday chops his steps. He gets knocked away from Giannis. Here comes Murray. Pocket pass to Collins. Good strip there by Jevon Carter to get his hand-ins on the fast break. It's tipped away from Giannis. Now it's all over the place. This is back with the Hawks. Bounce pass inside and a slam for Capela over Lopez and the foul. So the ball was everywhere. It was a fast break opportunity for Hunter, knocked away by Jevon Carter for the fast break. Giannis had it tipped away by Dejounte Murray. Picking it back up was Murray. Inside pass off the break from Capela, and he slams it over the outstretched hand of Brook Lopez. A little how do you do on both sides. So Capela trying to complete the and one, and he does. And the Hawks' lead is the highest it's been, 4. The Bucks have led by as many as 13. 7:35 left to go in the third quarter. Carter gives it to Giannis. Giannis has it at the right wing side. As Clint Capela blows right by him, misses the bunny is Giannis. And now here come the Hawks. Dejounte Murray almost bounced it off his foot. This goes now Aaron Holiday, lob pass to Capela as it got knocked away. Jevon Carter now to Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday all alone, right wing corner 3. Missed it off the front of the rim. And Dejounte Murray cleans up the mess as we've hit 7 minutes left to go in this crazy third quarter right now. Dejounte Murray shoots it from mid from 14. And now the Hawks up 6. Trae Young out with right shin soreness. He's out for tonight's game. He's feeling pretty good right now about his team as they're trying to give the Bucks their first loss of the season. They're sitting at 9-0. And they beat the Hawks in their first matchup. Giannis draws the contact, makes the basket, and Collins got railroaded by the Greek Freak, and there was no call. The other way now, Dejounte Murray, left wing side. He gets cut off. Picked up now by A.J. Griffin. Griffin trying to go baseline. He got stripped by Brook Lopez, and they're going to say it last went off of Griffin's left foot. So turnover. Here's a chance now for the Milwaukee Bucks to get some reinforcements in the sense of Jordan Nwora and Bobby Portis. There'll be some substitutions on the floor. Looks like the Houston Rockets are going to get a 134-127 victory over the Orlando Magic, or at least they will get the victory. The point total hasn't been decided. You have 11 seconds. Pass inside, Lopez, right wing, all alone for three. Off the front of the rim. Good job by Capela, but did he step out of bounds? He did. He traveled. So he couldn't get the rebound in midair. He got a piece of it. He had nowhere else to go but step out of bounds and travel. So this is going to stay with the Bucks. Jrue Holiday going to take a seat. 6:10 left to go in the third. Griffin again will come back in as Aaron Holiday will sit out for the Atlanta Hawks. Again, Aaron Holiday getting the start because of the right shin soreness. Trae Young, Jordan Nwora, the trigger man. Allen left alone from top of the key. Can't do that. Lucky they missed off the front of the rim. Picked up now by Dejounte Murray. Bullet pass across to A.J. Griffin. He couldn't corral the pass. Now he's going to hook it from 8. And he's going to count it and 1. So A.J. Griffin continuing to doing damage amongst the bench. Who is this man? He is having the game of his life right now. So Grayson Allen was nowhere near him as he hooked that one in from about 8 feet. He's going to go to line for an and one opportunity. And everybody on the Hawks sideline is loving it right now. Why would you not? So Brook Lopez is going to pick up his second foul. And 13 points off the bench here for Griffin. As I have to reset my box score on the side of it, I apologize, guys. So Bobby Portis, alone from the right wing side, he misses it off the front of the rim, try to get rebounded there by Brook Lopez, but the Atlanta Hawks will pick this one up. Atlanta Hawks trying to build now on this 7-point lead, the largest of the game. Dejounte Murray chops it from 12. He missed it off the front of the rim, and Jordan Nwora is going to sky to get the rebound after the Bucks. Carter trying to dribble it in between his legs. He's able to keep that alive somehow as Dejounte Murray was right in his face. As this goes to Grayson Allen, he's got it the State Farm logo. Grayson Allen, Euro step, and I think they're going to call a foul before the basket and say that he took too many steps. 74-67. It's been all Hawks since the second quarter and third quarter right now. Jevon Carter going to go ahead and take a seat as Jrue Holiday going to come back in. So that basket will not count. It's a travel against Grayson Allen, former Dookie. So picked up now as this is DeAndre Hunter. He got smacked across the face by Nwora, still with it, trying to fight through the contact. He's going to go to the line to draw the foul. I mean, he got hit pretty hard right across the face. You could see that on the overhead camera from the Hawks feed. As we're still waiting on any officials here. So in particular, for hockey scores, we're waiting to see if DeAndre Hunter, he should be going to the line to shoot too because the Hawks are in the bonus. It's a 3-3 end of OT. It's going to be a shootout in between the Flames and the Islanders. So DeAndre Hunter, he makes the first of two. We're going to try to make it a 76-67 lead for the Hawks. Another one upcoming for DeAndre. Cans them both. And now the Hawks lead. We're down by as much as 13. They're up by 9 with 4:55 left to go in the third quarter. Holiday trying to get inside, floats it in. That was a difficult two, but the Bucks really needed it now, 76-69. Dejounte Murray gets around from a Capela screen, trying to go baseline, cut off there by Lopez. Now DeAndre Hunter has it, as this has worked all around, and now it's going to go the other way. A legal screen going to be called against the Hawks. His name McMillan doesn't like it, but this gives an opportunity here for the Milwaukee Bucks to get back into this contest and make something happen here. Again, they were up by as much as 13, and now they're down 76-69. Holiday falling away from 14. Kisses it off the front of the rim and in. 76-61 now. Hawks with the basketball. Timeout called on the floor. We come right back. We got a little over 4 minutes left to go in the third. Hawks up 76-61. 76-71, I should say, with a little over 4 to go in the third. Come right back. And the Islanders beat the Calgary Flames in the shootout. So, boy, oh boy, things are continuing to go south here for the Flames. That should make our potential contest on Thursday against the Bruins with Cooper Hopkins and myself a little interesting. So 112-103 is your final. The Pistons beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let me get you the full scoreboard here.
Thank you.
It wasn't us. Look forward to your baby now. A Corona and palm tree.
118-105. Pacers got a big lead over the Pelicans with 5 minutes left to go in the fourth. It is 75-70. Sixers with the lead over the Suns. Suns trying to battle back. Our official game, 76-71. Heat have a 71-60 lead over the Trailblazers. Bulls have a 58-53 lead over the Raptors at half. It is a second quarter action between the Celtics and the Grizzlies. Celtics got a 10-point advantage, 60-50. Knicks all over the Timberwolves right now, 40-29, with 11:20 in the second. It's Bucks and Spurs, 2-point advantage for the Nuggets, and the Nets and the Mavs about a little over, just starting there actually between the Nets and Mavs. Nets are 4-6, Mavs are 5-3. Sorry for the allergies, guys. Jeez, it's never stopped.
4:20 left in the third quarter. Atlanta Hawks up 5. Let's take a look at our Georgia natural gas impact player. And it is the one and only Dejounte Murray. 17 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds.
So I'm just leaving this question up there. I don't see any reason to take that out. So we only have 6 votes. I said, will the Bucks go 10-0 against the Hawks? 5 out of 6 said yes, 83%. One of you said no. And right now it is the Atlanta Hawks with the lead, as we're going to be getting close to getting to the fourth quarter side of it.
Needed a little boost here in the second half. He changed his wonderful shoes between these knobs. Pretty close up for Dejounte.
So back underneath the action right now, Dejounte Murray got at the Hawks logo. Again, he's playing point guard for the injured Trae Young tonight, as the Hawks have a 76-71 lead with 4 minutes left to go in the third. Holiday trying to get around Griffin. Drop step there by Jrue Holiday. He wanted the foul, got hit, didn't get the call. Now Dejounte trying to get around Narara. Gets down the lane off the front of the rim. Tapped away, though. Dejounte Murray gets it from Lopez. He thought about the three. Now series of step back. Going to shoot at Lopez's grill, as this gets another offensive rebound by the Hawks. And now Clint Capela. Bobby Portis did a good job getting under there and knocked it away. And we'll see what the call is going to be on the floor. Giannis going to get back on the action here as he comes back in off the bench. Bobby Portis going to go ahead and be the trigger man on the bounce side. So we'll see what ends up happening. It was a turnover there of Clint Capela just off the out of bounds. A couple offensive opportunities there off the rebounds for the Hawks, and they couldn't corral it off the third attempt, and now it's going to be Bucks ball. 76-71 your score. 3:30 left to go in the third. Joe and I are with you from State Farm Arena. I'm watching on the NBA League Pass feed for Hawks and Bucks. And again, this is my third basketball assignment of the year, and thankfully one that's been a little closer and has actually been something, because the last 2 times it was a 20-plus, 25-point snooze fest. So pass inside, easy basket there for Bobby Portis from Jrue Holiday. It's 76-73 as it leads down to 3. Here's a chance for Aaron Holiday to can the 3. He knocks it down from the right wing, makes it 79-73. 2:50 left to go in the third. Pass inside. Giannis, Euro, step, extra pass, left wing side for Bobby Portis. Picked up now by Holiday. Holiday. Pass inside gets knocked away by Griffin and saved. So great defense there by A.J. Griffin. And now here's Dejounte Murray right up across the timeline. Griffin, step back, shoots the three. He's feeling himself a little bit, and that was missed. Bobby Portis racing across the timeline. Doesn't have much help. It's George Hill. Jrue Holiday now. Giannis at the top of the key. Giannis spinning, trying to get down the lane. Bodies are everywhere. And a foul is going to be called on the floor. We'll see where it's going to go. 2:24 left to go in the third. Clint Capela, I think, is going to pick this one up. So Giannis Antetokounmpo, he likes to put his head down, get to the rim, try to spin off Capela. I like Capela just trying to get his body in there before getting the restricted line, but Giannis is going to get the beneficiary of those calls because it is Giannis, no doubt about it. 7 of 13 shooting, 19.6 rebounds, 5 of 6 from the line. That's where he's been really good. He's trying to be 7 of 8. So Giannis going to get set now for the first of two as he takes a couple extra dribbles here. Now gets settled to shoot his first. And that one's knocked down. So 6 of 7 right now is Giannis from the line. So Milwaukee not leaving any lettuce at the line right now. As Onyeka Okongwu get a chance to check in for Nate McMillan's squad. Giannis doing some visualizations right now. And again, if you want to talk about some of his other numbers, as he's still sitting at the line right now, let's scroll up a little bit on the notes, shall we? So Giannis, 32.5 points per game, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. That's what this guy averages. So he is definitely in a situation where he's in the front runner for MVP. Dejounte Murray, across the Hawks logo. Extra pass Griffin got cut off on the right wing side by Jordan Nwora. I was going to give this back to Dejounte. He's got 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Dejounte, series of moves. Onyeka Okongwu works his way to the lane. Easy hook and hit. So I think he's got a little more offensive game than Clint Capela does at the front of the rim. When Capela gets there, he's just got to score that off the jam. Onyeka Okongwu's got a series of fakes as Giannis just posterized 3 Hawks with a huge dunk. 81-77. Picked up now. Griffin answers with the 3. This boy is cooking right now. 84-77. Jrue Holiday now, right wing side. Giannis going to try his luck from deep off the front of the rim. I think that's always a little bit of a thank you very much from the defense anytime you see Giannis cast in 3-point range. Wes Matthews will check in. There's going to be a series of substitutions right now. Jalen Johnson comes in for John Collins. 1:22 left to go in this third. It's going to be Bucks ball. In between the out of bounds, it'll be George Hill set to pass this one in. George still looking for an outlet here. He finds Giannis. Right wing side. Giannis. Euro stepped down the lane. Got his hands. He wanted the foul call. He didn't get one. Good job there by the Hawks to stay in front of the Greek Freak. And now Dejounte Murray putting his head down with Jalen Johnson. Holiday got it knocked away. It's going to stay this way with the Atlanta Hawks. 1:05 left to go in the third. John Hunter with you watching on the NBA League Pass feed. You got home team feeds only on League Pass side, so it's Atlanta Hawks feed for me, but luckily they have a good broadcasting crew. Bucks trying to go 10-0, and the Hawks trying to give them their first loss of the season. It's an 84-77 lead for Atlanta. Onyeka Okongwu open from 14. Great looking design there by Nate McMillan's squad up the out of bounds, but that just missed, and this is rebounded now by Giannis. 77-84. Bobby Portis thought about it from the right wing side, gives it to Giannis at the top of the key. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Giannis putting his head down, tried to get through 4 Hawks, missed the layup, but that one was a little tough, so it was saved by Crazy Eyes. Picked up now by George Hill. Inside to Bobby Portis, and a push-off foul is going to be called against the Hawks. This will go against Jalen Johnson. This will stay with Milwaukee. So glad you guys are bouncing in between the YouTube side, having anything going on Twitter Spaces. But if you want any more accurate audio, you can follow along at John right on. I got that on Facebook, Twitter, and on the YouTube side if you want to go ahead and check that out. Instagram is @TBU Gunslinger, all one word. You can scroll on through the YouTube box to follow along. Bobby Portis misses the front of the rim, but he's got one more free throw upcoming. Brook Lopez. He is talking to Giannis. I think Giannis is going to get a little bit of a blow here, as he's going to get a little short rest before we get to the end of the third. I imagine that's what Mike Budenholzer is going to do, as Bobby Portis will get set to check another one of these free throws here. So I'm just going to look at the chat part of it. Again, 7 votes in, 6 of you say yes, 1 of you say no. In between, will the Bucks go 10-0 against the Hawks tonight? And Murray hits the 3, 87-78. Bucks not in trouble distance yet, but they're going to need to make some ground in this fourth quarter because it just seems like the second and third have belonged to Atlanta. Hill trying to get down the baseline side. He lays it in. That was a tough basket. Shot clock turned off. Atlanta Hawks have last possession here. 10 seconds left to go in the third. Hawks will at least be up by 7. Dejounte Murray probing, trying to get around Hill, going to shoot from 16, and wow, Dejounte Murray has been excellent from mid. Giannis going to launch this one from half court. He gets a good look, and that was George Hill instead. I thought they were going to give it to Giannis. Hill was able to get a pass, get a shot toward the right wing side. It was canceled off, and the Hawks head to the fourth, up 89-80. Let's see if they take it. Come right back. We'll call the fourth quarter action in a moment. Are you following back in, Marple? Good to see you. So let's go back into our box of our game.
If you haven't tried Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray, what are you waiting for? It's Dawn's fastest and easiest way to clean everyday dishes. On simple messes, just spray, wipe, and rinse. On tough messes, the spray-activated suds have 5 times faster.
So the Hawks outscored the Bucks 22-37 in the third. That was their best so far.
At Target, you can shop with confidence knowing that if you spot a favorite Target price, we'll match it with our holiday price match guarantee. Get low prices and great deals, so you can holiday your way only at Target. Target purchases between 10 and 6 and don't qualify for a price adjustment. My mother gave me this ring when I was going through the entire my life, and when she's going through a hard time, she does it. Pass on this ring because we're always there for each other.
If you do have to get some sleep, though, Marple, I urge you to go ahead and do so because I will always be on the call here. I'm going to be around. I might miss a midweek game. I put the scheduling a little bit on the YouTube side, but I'll be able to. I might as well go ahead and let you guys know. As we're waiting for the fourth quarter to start. So I might miss a midweek game, but here's the schedule that I got right now. So again, we're in the middle of our Bucks-Hawks NBA game. Tomorrow I'll be on the ice. I will be on that 100% between Dallas and Winnipeg at 8 p.m. Eastern. Carolina, Florida, NHL Wednesday at 7 p.m. Thursday, may not miss. So Tuesday I will be there. Wednesday or Thursday I may miss. Thursday is either going to be Calgary or Boston with Cooper Hopkins or the Rangers, Red Wings, myself at 7. Friday will be a late basketball assignment between Golden State and Cleveland. And Saturday will either be Winnipeg, Calgary with Cooper Hopkins or Detroit, LA, myself at 10:30. That's going to be a late game on Saturday if anyone wants to stay up at that point. So it's going to be NBA and NHL this week, and then probably starting next week, we're going to get into some college stuff, whether it be hockey or basketball. So that's going to be there. Social skills. Well, it's always good to work on all that stuff, regardless of the situation. I mean, look, I have cerebral palsy. It's one of those situations. A public speaking class was always very good for me. No matters if you can't be in on Tuesday. You got to take care of your own business. I'll be around. We're back underneath the action now. Again, League Pass likes to cut in between these commercials here. So we are back underneath the action. It was a travel against Atlanta. This will stay Bucks ball as we're just starting the fourth quarter. 89-80 is your score. The Hawks are 1 quarter away here. They got a 9-point lead. Again, it's a long way to go, though, with the full quarter. Grayson Allen had a pass knocked away, but a quarter away here, giving the Milwaukee Bucks their first loss of the season. A.J. Griffin for 3. What a dunk by Okongwu! That was nasty. He caught it out of midair and slammed it down. 91-80 as he shows off the hops. And John Collins putting his hands out on the bench because those guys were getting hype on that kind of dunk, and it got me hype as well. Wow, what a slam that was. Giannis puts his head down, gets the jab step blocked there by Collins. And now Aaron Holiday for the Hawks. Pass to Onyeka Okongwu. He bounces it off to Jalen Johnson. It gets picked off by Jrue Holiday. Jab step down the lane. It gets blocked. Jrue Holiday fell on his heavily padded wallet, and now he's hopping. He's a little bit slow to get up, so hopefully Jrue Holiday is okay. And Onyeka Okongwu dunked over Giannis. You don't say that too often. Welcome to the Kodak moment. There's not too many players that can actually do that. I mean, Giannis really was stuck underneath the basket, so he wasn't really in position to block, but still, that's an absolute highlight there. Holiday. He's got it on the right wing side. 10:40 to go in the fourth. The Hawks up by 11 over the Bucks. Holiday shoots the 3. Tap by Okongwu. He's been active, keeps it alive, and a foul is going to be called against the Bucks. So Onyeka Okongwu at this point off the bench cannot be contained. And all of the Hawks fans have to love this right now because he is showing that hustle and energy that you need. And again, he just out-rebounded Giannis, out-jumped him. And I'm not making any excuses for Giannis in the sense of he is day-to-day a little bit with the knee. So that could be a little bit of what we're seeing. But Onyeka Okongwu is taking the challenge, and he is rising. Okongwu, pass inside from Griffin. This gets knocked away. This is going to stay with the Hawks. It's 4.3 left to go on the shot clock. 10:24 left to go in the fourth is really just underway here in the final quarter of the second half unless we have overtime. But this is going to need to be a big comeback here by the Bucks so far. Griffin, it's off to the corner. He's trying to get around Matthews. Hooks it over and makes the basket. A.J. Griffin. That was a tough basket, 93-80. The Hawks really want this one. They want to go to 1-1 in the season against the Bucks. Matthews missed assignment all alone from the right wing. Big time needed basket. 93-83 now as the Bucks are back within 10. There's a chance now. Holiday putting his head down. Draws the foul against Carter. Carter, what I like so far for Jevon Carter, again, a little bit long in the tooth now at this point, he's not afraid with those active hands. Again, I can see very active throughout this game and try to relate to you. Anytime someone goes to the rim, if you're watching along pretty much on the YouTube side, you kind of think of it more as a radio feed. But anytime someone goes to the rim and Carter's there, he's going to use those active hands that kind of just knock the ball away like he's done a lot. And he's done a lot in this game as he averages 2.7 steals for the Bucks. Holiday has it on the right wing side. Aaron Holiday trying to get around Giannis. Wraps the pass inside. And a slam for the Atlanta Hawks. Unbelievable. That one was again around Giannis around the rim. And I might end up losing my voice if I have to keep doing this a couple more times. Giannis down the lane lays it in. 95-85 as the Bucks and Mike Budenholzer are back within 10. Hawks trying to give their Bucks the first loss of the NBA regular season. Again, I know it's early. A.J. Griffin, no doubt about it. He has been all over at Marpool as he scores again with the Euro step lay-in. And again, you want to talk about player of the game, I will not hesitate to mention that in the story at hopelesssportsguide.wordpress.com. Jevon Carter, Brook Lopez, top of the key 3. Bucks needed off the front of the rim. And now Jalen Johnson gets it to Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday, you would imagine, and the Hawks, you imagine, take their time right now. Aaron Holiday, series of chop steps, shoots it in Lopez's face. It's 185. And the Hawks are feeling it now. Timeout, Mike Budenholzer. The train is rolling. Come right back. 185. The Hawks just hit the century marker. They're trying to get the Bucks to 9-1. This is getting good, folks. I like that with the mega horns out of it for AJ Griffin. That was a good emoji on your part because that was absolutely nasty.
I wonder who this could be from.
I don't know. But they probably want you to know when you ask for Zelle, money goes straight to your bank account.
Now, wait a damn minute. Hold on a second, folks. And I'm just saying this for my commercial break. So I got this on the NBA League Pass. We got the Hawks feed. And now it just says add 3 of 4 and it has a timer. So that's how they're doing this now. Are they just picking this up from a YouTube feed and have the ad thing across there? I mean, come on. This is NBA League Pass. Let's actually do the local commercials or something like that. I guess you got to get the ad revenue wherever you can get it. I'll just go ahead and use this last cough drop because I feel like I'm going to need it. But try to ration these off to like 1 or 2 broadcasts because I don't want to blown through all these. I can't believe it shows ad. It looks like I'm watching Netflix or Hulu when they have that on there like that.
Shop early and save. Only at
Come on, NBA League Pass. Do better than that. I mean, this is, again, it's not free really because NBA 2K23 Championship Edition was $150. It came with the League Pass, so I get it for the year. So it's the same price, $150 regardless. And you're going to give me like YouTube style ads? You're not even going to give me the regular ads across from normal teams? Come on, man. What the hell is that about? So now we go. Now I got the dance cam. So okay, the first part of this, I'll just relay this to you. I know it's been a few weeks ago since we did a hardwood assignment. Yeah, you think so? $150 is a ripoff. Yeah, that's only for a regular season game. So I think as much as you get the PS4 and PS5 version of the game, and then you get League Pass with it. So considering League Pass is $150, that's why I ended up just buying the Championship Edition because you get the game and you get the League Pass. So that's the only way I figured it'd be worth it. But $150, I understand that is a lot. But at least if I'm going to use it, then I got to make sure that they're broadcasting some NBA assignment games from time to time. But I don't disagree. You would think it'd be nothing more than $100. I think that'd be fair. 150 is a lot. So back underneath the action now. Bucks down 15. Giannis with the ball. It goes to Crazy Eyes. Bobby Portis in the left wing corner. Big sky rebound there by Jalen Johnson. So the Hawks are about 8 minutes left from giving the Bucks the first loss of the regular season. And again, in the grand scheme of things, it's not all that big. But still, this is wow! And that go Koglu picks it back up and slams it in. This is just highlight city after highlight city. Glad we did this game then. Another slam. But I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, okay, you're 9-1. It's still the Bucks. You know where they're going to be. But the Atlanta Hawks have been all over. Here comes the fast break. As Holiday tried to bounce this one to Okongwu, went off his foot. This stays alive. Jevon Carter up and under off the front of the rim. This will stay with the Hawks. So in the previous possession there, it was a miss toward Griffin and then slammed Okongwu over Antetokounmpo one more time. 3 times on Antetokounmpo's head. This is unbelievable. So now, Antetokounmpo against AJ Griffin. You got to think he takes this matchup off the front of the rim. And now Jalen Johnson gets the rebound. We'll see if the Hawks can continue to build their lead. They're well on their way to getting a big-time win and going 7-3 on the season. So a really good record between 2 really good teams in the Eastern Conference. But they're making their statement after the previous loss that they had against each other. I'll make sure I scroll up against my notes here in a second. But it was let me look here, see if I can find this quickly. I thought I had it in front of me. The last time the Bucks played against the Hawks, they beat the Hawks 123, 115 in Milwaukee. And now we're in a situation where it's 102-85 in State Farm Arena on the other side of it. So some really good work here by the Atlanta Hawks and some really good work by A.J. Griffin in particular, but all the Hawks, but A.J. Griffin in particular. Yeah, he's the player of the game. Yeah, he is my player of the game, no doubt about that. He has had a incredible effort off the bench. And again, my mistake to not know as much about A.J. Griffin as I should, because he's certainly on the radar now. I will remember this. That and Antetokounmpo slams all over the place over Giannis. A couple of times where he's outreached with the rebound, outworked, out hustled, out effort. I understand Giannis is a little bit banged up, but still, I would not expect many players to jump higher than Giannis to be able to get those rebounds. Got to give him that. So Jalen Johnson, free throw is good. It's 103-86. It's going to be Jrue Holiday coming in for Giannis, and maybe, just maybe, if the Bucks can get a little bit back into this game at 7:15 in the fourth, Giannis might be sick for the rest of this game. Jalen Johnson makes it 5 points still as he splits the pair, 5.7 rebounds, not too bad off the bench. As Jrue Holiday now crosses the Hawk timeline, he's got it at the logo. 12 seconds to go on the shot clock. Extra pass to Jevon Carter. Bobby Portis gets in the move. Holiday going to shoot right wing three off the front of the rim. Bobby Portis tries to save it. Tap by Lopez. Good work there by Brook Lopez. Grayson Allen down the lane draws the foul. He should be going to the line to shoot free throws. Again, Atlanta can't believe it. Antetokounmpo, but good work there by Brook Lopez anyway to keep this alive. And they're showing the Eastern Conference standings, and they got that in front of me. So Cleveland, unbelievably, 8-1. I'm not saying Cleveland wasn't going to be a good team. We knew that. But we didn't expect this young team to gel together so quickly as they have. You thought maybe Cleveland, worry about them the next couple seasons. If you're already worried about them now, that could be some big-time powership in the Eastern Conference where there's been some good teams. It's not just the West. And Grayson Allen threw to a shadow in the right side of the court. There's not a player in there in a green jersey. He just threw it to no one. Turnover. And now Johnson gets this one to Aaron Holiday. Again, Hawks can take their time as much as they would like right now, and I think that's what Nate McMillan would want. Chop step there by Holiday. Going to pass this one to Griffin. It's the three! My goodness! 106-86. A 20-point lead for the Hawks. They were down by as much as 13, and now they are up by 20. And now it's turned over again, and Mike Budenholzer can do nothing but scratch his head. This is quite a turnaround. I know this is the NBA where it's always a game of runs. Griffin down the lane scores it one more time. 108-86. 6:05 left to go in the fourth. Timeout is called. It is all Hawks. The Bucks certainly look like they're going to go to 9-1 on the season. 6:09 left. Come back. So let's get you a score update. As I know, we have some of these games that have gone final at least. So the Pistons get a 112-103 victory over the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pistons improved to 3-8, 3-3 at home. So you'd expect a rebuilding team to be able to get a win over the Thunder because nobody's ever rebuilding more than Sam Presti, are they not? So it is a 96-82 lead for the Sixers over the Suns. That will be a big win for the Sixers because, again, they'll try to go to 5-6 on the season, And Trailblazers trailing by 6 to the Heat, 86-80. Raptors are losing to the Bulls, 77-63 with 3:20 to go in the third. It is the Celtics with a 71-64 lead over the Grizz. The Knicks all over the Timberwolves right now. They're trying to go to 5-5 in the season. The Timberwolves would fall to 5-6. It's 71-50, almost hit the half. It's the Spurs with a 1-point lead over the Nuggets at 7:43 in the second, 41-40. The Nets have a 3-point lead over the Mavs, 34-31 with 10:19 in the second. And the Warriors are up 22-12 over the Kings. Again, I'm not worried about the Warriors right now, 3-7 on the season, or 3-1. It's one of those championship hangovers. And again, I said that a little bit with the Colorado Avalanche on the Stanley Cup side. If you're going to the NHL side, it happens. But you think they work their way into it and figure it out as they go along. Lakers Jazz, late game. Jazz are going to be 9-3 on the season. If they beat the Lakers, Lakers would fall to 2-8. You'd imagine that would be the case. But again, the Jazz weren't supposed to be this good, trading away all their other players, like Rudy Gobert, for 5 picks and getting 3 more picks from Donovan Mitchell. So Danny Ainge did a hell of a job over there. On the NBA TV side, Cavs Clippers, you can check that late game out. Cavs trying to go 9-1. If they win and the Bucks lose, you'd be tied for the best record in the Eastern Conference, best record in the NBA. So it says Happy Holidays graphic. Aaron Holiday, Justin Holiday, Jrue Holiday. 4 points, 5 assists, 14 points, 4-7 from 3, 16 points, 7 assists, all respectively for the 3 brothers. Very cool. So we are going to get to garbage time here quickly for the Bucks. If they don't make something happen, as Jordan Nwora misses it off the floater, it's a 22-point lead for the Atlanta Hawks. They were down by as much as 13. It's a hell of a turnaround. As this is Jalen Johnson gets the up fake, misses the jump shot, rebounded by Serge Ibaka. So this is a little bit of garbage time because you got George Hill, you got Jordan Nwora, you got Serge Ibaka, you have Beauchamp on the floor, and Sandro Mamaskelishvili. Again, that name is very hard to say, but I heard that so many times on the 2K side that I know how to say it now. So 5:31 left to go in the fourth. Sandro really only gets time when this game is pretty much over. But again, he has got the longest name in the NBA. So picked up now. Mamaskelishvili is going to launch the 3. He's going to miss. And this is rebound now by the Hawks. Pass across. Dejounte Murray's still out there right now on the right wing side. Again, the Atlanta Hawks aren't taking this for granted. 14 feet from the mid-range shot. It bounced all the way around the rim and out. And now here comes George Hill, left to right across your radio dial. Hill trying to probe baseline. He gets cut off there by Antetokounmpo. Now he's going to shoot the 3. He's going to airball it as George Hill. My goodness. And now Murray will slowly take this across the timeline. 108-86 is your score. Atlanta Hawks look like they're going to get this done tonight. And Antetokounmpo now for Holiday. Now to Murray. Murray has it at the top of the key. He's all alone. Going to shoot the 3. He's going to knock it down. 111-86. And the absolute haymaker was thrown right on the Milwaukee Bucks right now. This is beat down city in Atlanta. 111-86. George Hill. He backs out toward the right wing side. Jordan Nwora's got it now. As Griffin's in his face. Serge Ibaka needs not let Beauchamp going to let it go from the right corner side. This gets tapped. Not saved, though. This will stay with the Milwaukee Bucks. So, yeah, I agree with you, Marpole. That is pretty bad for the Thunder. Again, they're always in that permanent rebuild, but Sam Presti's got so many damn lottery tickets. He's got to use them at some point, you would think. But again, with Victor Wembanyama being the top prize, that's what the Thunder want. But again, Chet Holmgren, you got Wembanyama possibly. You have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You have Josh Giddey. I mean, that should be a really good team, and they should be able to build back just like they did when they had Westbrook, Harden, Ibaka, and Durant, is my guess. But again, you rebuild for this long, you expect big results the other way for the Thunder, and I think that will come from the start of next year. Again, I think it was sad that, let me see again if I almost misspelled it, but Chet Holmgren, they got hurt a little bit in a LeBron pickup game, which forced him to miss the entire year. But I think that will be turned around pretty quickly, and the Thunder should be good here in the next couple of seasons. I mean, they're farther along than the Pistons are. Again, I think the Pistons, by the time it's all said and done, no disrespect to Dwayne Casey, as we're still underneath the action in the timeout call. No disrespect to Dwayne Casey, but by the time the Pistons actually do something, he's not going to be the coach that's going to be there. So you're going to have to make another adjustment as far as your player personnel and all that stuff across the board. So this will be a chance now for everybody to get hydrated here with the last 3:51 left to go in this fourth quarter. It started as a 13-point lead for the Milwaukee Bucks since. So how it started and how's it going? Is that the meme? So 111-88. That's the lead now for the Atlanta Hawks. So it's an incredible turnaround now, but that is the game of NBA basketball. Sometimes you get those incredible turnarounds, and again, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal for the Milwaukee Bucks, but that's a giant win for the Atlanta Hawks, however which way you want to slice that bread. As Holiday missed the shot, Jordan Nwora is going to clean up the mess now. And we're getting to our final minutes of this contest right now. 3:30 left to go in the fourth. Trying to draw the foul is Nwora. He does so. So with 3:34 left, he's going to go to the line, shoot two. So for the Atlanta Hawks, again, you have a really good broadcast crew because you got Dominique Wilkins and you got Vince Carter there. Come on, man. That's an embarrassment of riches. Those two of my favorite players on the same broadcast side. I mean, the only thing that could be better there is if you have Grant Hill for the Pistons side for me, so I have local coverage there. But Vince Carter and Dominique Wilkins, Atlanta broadcasts are doing that just right. I'm about to get a big win here. Splits the pair does Nwora. 111-89 is your score. This be a chance for Jalen Johnson. Now it's Frank Kaminsky. So when you see Kaminsky, you know it's garbage time. AJ Griffin, mid-range jump shot. Get a little bit excited every time he lets one go. 113-89. He's been the player of the game right now. I don't care what the point totals say. Beauchamp almost lost it at the State Farm logo. Trying to work his way inside to Mamo Skedishvili. This goes to Beauchamp at the top of the screen. Over Kaminsky, knocks down the three. We'll see if the Milwaukee Bucks can get to the century mark, but they're not going to win this game unless they get a multitude of turnovers here all in a row. Griffin, try to get down the lane. Good passer by Kaminsky, but he doesn't take the three. Still working their way. Here's a chance for the Hawks. They miss it off the front of the rim, as that was Holiday a little bit short. And now Nwora has it at the State Farm logo. He's going to back down. And a foul is going to be called as Trent Forrest checks in, former piece of the Utah Jazz. He's now on the Atlanta Hawks. He's on the deep bench. He'll be the 12th or 13th man. Again, this is a good win for the Atlanta Hawks anyway, because not only to give the Bucks their first loss, but no Trae Young tonight. As Krejci is going to check in. So Krejci will check in for the Hawks. Again, let me make sure I got his name in there. As far as the first one, so it's Vic Krejci, number 27. He's as big as a shooting guard, small forward size, but he usually runs the point. They say he's the fourth point guard. As the ball gets knocked in inside, 113-94 for the Bucks. As they scored the last basket, but the Hawks have a lead. Seats are starting to empty right now as everybody's trying to get to their car a little early. They know this game's over. Picked up now. Culver needs help off the dribble. Kaminsky has it for Krejci. Krejci going to launch from right wing side for three, and Vic Krejci knocks it down, and he's getting time off the bench. Make it 116-94. It's back to a 22-point lead for the Hawks. Nwora, Skedishvili, he's going to shoot the three, and that one's off the front of the rim. Last touch there by the Bucks. So we'll see if the Bucks can get to the century mark, but they're not winning this game. 116-94. The Atlanta Hawks are going to improve to 7-3. The Bucks will fall to 9-1. So this is a foul called inside, and the Hawks should be going to the free throw line as Jarrett Culver will go to the line to shoot two. Jordan Nwora is going to pick up the foul. This has been a good contest so far. Again, this was one that got away over the last, I'd say, 5 or 6 minutes of this game. It was a game that was awfully close from the beginning of it. It started at a 23-8 lead for the Bucks, but since the second, third, and fourth, it was all Hawks. Pair was split, picked back up by Culver, is he got an offensive rebound, but he couldn't convert on it. So now 117-94. Serge Ibaka has it now as he gives this one to Nawara. Nawara puts his head down, draws the foul. He's going to go to the line to shoot two. That one's going to get picked up against Frank Kaminsky. Again, it's one of these times where I know this is a stupid rule to say, but I would throw that out there when the game is already over like it is. I just like to see the clock be sped up there a little bit and forego those fouls. You just go ahead and you give somebody maybe a 1 or 2 split if they want to say yes, because it's just going to make the clock run faster there when you know the game's already over. But again, fans want to pay to see the all 48 minutes, so I understand that portion of it too. But man, this is a hell of a run here by the Hawks and a big time win here early in the season. Frank Kaminsky, and across the timeline now, he's going to get a chance to dribble the ball a little bit, which is not his normal job description. Picked up now by Tyrese Martin. Tyrese Martin back to Frank Kaminsky as Thanasis Antetokounmpo was in his way. Krejci going to launch a fading three, rebounded by Nawara. And now we're down to the final minute of action. Nawara has it on the right wing side as Krejci is there. Beauchamp fading away from Krejci, misses it all. Rebounded now by Krejci. So Krejci going to race across the timeline. Hawks will have one more possession, and the Bucks will be able to dribble this out when they get this back, and they're going to take their first L of the season. Nice pass inside for Kaminsky. He blew the bunny, and now the Bucks will have to shoot one more shot because the shot clock has about a minute and a half left to go. Good pass there from Thanasis to Mamoskedashvili, and then it's 117-98. So the Bucks won't even hit the century mark, and the Atlanta Hawks, they get a big time win. They're going to improve to 7-3 on the season. The Bucks will take their first loss as the Hawks improved to 1-1 on the season against the season series, and it's a 9-1 record for the Bucks and a 7-3 record for the Atlanta Hawks. I appreciate you guys following along tonight. Full coverage will be at hopelesssportsguy.wordpress.com. Peace out, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Giannis, 20 from the field. 9 of 20 from the field. And for the holiday family,